You know better, you've read the books, done the work, but somehow you still end up repeating the same old patterns that get you into a lot of trouble. You promise yourself, I am not doing this again. Then one small trigger, you forget your keys, wallet, phone, whatever that looks like. That one small trigger, and you're right back to square one. There's a simple way to stop repeating the same ADHD patterns that I learned after 2+ years coaching close to 100 professionals and business owners either clinically diagnosed with ADHD or still figuring it out. And if I had known this sooner, I would have saved years of damage to my relationships and my self-respect. So in this video, I'm going to share the simple systems which I literally wish I had known from day one, so you can finally break the loop instead of just trying to understand it. The best part is that you can start using this today and feel the shift the very next time you get triggered. See, that's not like a discipline, that's old wiring. And with ADHD, those reflexes usually form in relationships first, especially when you're married. People pleasing, shutting down, chasing approval. This might all sound very familiar to you. See, your brain isn't sabotaging you, it's simply trying to protect you with outdated strategies. Avoid conflict, avoid rejection, avoid shame. That was useful back in the day, but it's probably damaging you in all parts of your life now, whether it's your personal life, your business, or even your career. And insight just isn't enough because you've probably tried everything at this point. And what I'm about to show you next is the key that cracks the reflex itself, so the old behavior stops running your entire life. Picture this, your partner looks disappointed and you instantly start talking faster, over-explain, and then just completely shut down. You're not overreacting to them, you're reacting to an old fear that says disappointment equals danger, and that's emotional memory hijacking logic in literally seconds. So here's the pattern map that I want you to start trying from right now. Simply grab a piece of paper, pause this video if you need to, and make 3 columns. The first column is your trigger column. That's when you think about sort of tone, looks, delay, anything that kind of triggers you in your day-to-day. The second column is your reflex column, when you try to over-explain, try to fix things, try to flee, fight or flight, right? Or trying to scroll to try and divert your mind, doom scrolling on Instagram or YouTube or wherever it might be. Then the third column is, what am I protecting? Is it rejection? Is it shame? Is it loss? What does that look like for you? Everyone has a slightly unique way of perceiving this. And then I want you to draw arrows and simply see the loop. See, this is going to teach your brain to notice the pattern before it even fires up. Now, mapping is all good and well, but it's not going to hold if the emotional charge stays. So this next step is the main piece because it's the ingredient that dissolves the charge, and without it, the pattern, whether you like it or not, will rebuild itself every single time. But let me first share a story about me personally. I realized something very important. I only felt safe when I was busy. Stillness to me felt like being forgotten, so I overworked every single day, burning myself to the ground just to feel okay. And that wasn't ambition, by the way. That was simply a safety mechanism in my brain. Call it a safety behavior that I learned years ago. So here's the safety recode that I want you to start to try when this happens. The moment that the reflex starts, simply put a hand on your chest, whether it's your left hand or your right hand, it doesn't matter, and slow your breath down. And just tell yourself, this is my brain trying to keep me safe. We are safe even when nothing's happening. Repeat that about 50 times and you see how you start to rewire your mind. See, you're rewiring the body when it happens to associate calm with safety, not danger. But inner work alone fades. I mean, you both know that. You need an external anchor so the new behavior becomes your default and the next part locks the changing completely and permanently. Take Robert Downey Jr. for instance. His life changed when his environment changed. People, routines, boundaries, willpower simply didn't save him, but design did. Let me explain. Things like willpower are not sustainable, but if you design a structure for your mind, it changes the game and it makes it effortless. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to, on the piece of paper that you got right in front of you, I want you to also write the anchor circle. And I want you to pick 2 trusted people, not 3, has to be 2, and do a weekly 5-minute check-in with those 2 people. Ask yourself, did I show up differently this week? No advice, no fixing, just reflection. You're pairing consistency with safety so new behaviors become identity. And before you lock in these new patterns, you need the relationship foundation that they sit on. Because if you don't understand why ADHD makes relationships in particular so hard, like your marriage or the relationship with your kids or your business partners, and you don't understand how to genuinely fix it permanently, then the same triggers will keep reigniting these loops. So in order to solve this problem, so everything you watched in this video can actually work, I want you to go watch this video right here, which explains in detail exactly why ADHD makes relationships so hard to live with, and most importantly, exactly how you can fix it right now to save your marriage, to save your business, and to save the relationships with your kids, your friends, and everyone in between. Because working in your relationships and fixing them permanently is simply the piece that makes today's work land in real life. And I'll see you on that video.